Every project is different and has different needs. So we might begin by doing learner surveys or interviews or focus groups or even observations on location. And then we use those insights to shape what we do next. For our learning design team, that means starting with scoping. What is the problem that we're trying to solve? How do we know it's a problem? And how would we know that we've solved it?
And then after we've done that scoping call, we'll produce something called an outcomes framework, which again really highlights those behaviours that we're looking to target and is essentially a roadmap for us to use throughout the build. So we'll look at things like how we measure the impact and make sure that we've got all of that set up before we start to build the intervention. Then we'll tip into the next phase, which is typically called the kind of build phase. So that's when you'll start to get something that you can actually click on and interact with.
So we want to get something in front of our clients and their learners as early as possible in the process so that we can get their feedback and start iterating. And then finally, we'll layer on graphics and multimedia elements to really reflect the brands that we work with and capture the essence of what they're trying to do.
After the kind of build has finished, then we sort of move into a bit of a kind of technical phase where we test the course in your LMS and make sure all the kind of bells and whistles are all tied up. And then obviously there's the kind of aftercare piece as well. So we want to, check in with you to make sure that the course is behaving as expected. And typically that will be, 3 or 4 months after you've launched.
It is impossible at the start of any digital project to define what the end outcome is going to be. And we know this from experience. So we can say you have 1 or 2 rounds of review, but inevitably there's going to be more, and there should be more, because you learn more, you should be willing to make changes in the project. So for that reason, we adopt an agile methodology and iteratively create content over the course of the project lifecycle.